me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm throwing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Here come my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it, and hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them. I stole with them, I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 88. Long as I got stuff for most of them soft. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to in-glass, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. Realizing to master enterprise, and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts on how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections. Drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand. Put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid. Only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Motherfucker. 88. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid. Only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Nigga never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm throwing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why Why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Become my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it. And hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them. I stole with them. I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 80 got stuff from most of them soft. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches at my homegirls now. Start stacking, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to English, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. Realizing to master enterprise and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts on how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections. Drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Motherfucker. Put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Monday, Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm throwing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. They come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Become my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it. And hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them. I stole with them. I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 80 of them long long as I got stuff for most of them soft. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches at my homegirls now. Start stacking. Can't you see like total? Getting larger and wasting taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a turn. And live the phrase, sky's the limit.
God damn.
God damn is right, man. God damn is right, bro. Here we are. Here we are, man. Here we are. The final night of this WrestleMania weekend. And man, we got a episode of Raw After Mania tonight that was what I thought was a good episode of Monday Night Raw. I thought it was a pretty good episode of Monday Night Raw. We got Triple H and Cody to open the show. We got some decent call-ups in there. With Dragunov and Roxanne Perez. I don't think they were quite call-ups. I think they were pre-draft cursors. If I can put them in term, I would say they're like pre-draft call-ups, sort of, or people that they're putting on the main roster to get their feet wet, I guess. So Dragunov was there, popped huge for that. Roxanne Perez, we got a surprise appearance from John Cena. Very, very good episode of Monday Night Raw, man, and I'm just very proud of the show that they put on tonight, being that last year it was a kick-ass WrestleMania, and the night that followed was absolutely one of the worst nights in WWE in all of Raw After WrestleManias. In 39 fucking years of Raw After WrestleManias, that one was probably the most pathetic. So what we got tonight, I thought was a very, very good episode of Monday Night Raw, and I liked it a lot. And it was pretty good, man. It was pretty good. There was actually some surprise appearances and just some nice call-ups and things of that nature. So I thought it was very good. I thought it was very good for sure.
Yeah, man. Definitely, man. I thought it was pretty good. Solid episode. A lot of fun stuff happened with, Cody. A lot of good story stuff with, like, Drew and all them, Sammy. A lot of good elements, man. Overall,
Fucking Lord.
God damn. Can you guys hear us? God. Fuck.
Golly. On this night of all nights.
We're delayed too.
All right. Okay. I think I have solved the problem. Okay, so, anyways, Sir K, what did you think about tonight's Raw After Mania?
I thought it was all right, man. I thought it was pretty good. A lot of good stuff from fuck, from the call-ups or the pre-call-ups, you could say, from story beats with Drew. You had Sammy. A lot of that type of stuff, man. Fun surprises tonight, and overall, it was a pretty good show. Wasn't crazy. I don't think it was Raw After Mania level Raw After Mania, but it wasn't bad in the slightest, man. It was really just a really good episode of Monday Night Raw.
Definitely, and I think one thing that sucks for sure coming out of this WrestleMania is um, just the fact of a lot of these free agents heading over to the other company. So, one thing that, Raw After Manias are always good for are the Raw After Mania signees, the debuts or debuts of free agents or whatever. And we didn't obviously get any this year, nor did we last year. So that was one thing. That was one thing I think. That was one thing I think that could have been exciting tonight is seeing the likes of a Tamatanga or a Jacob Fatu. Also, I think
Mhm.
if we see those kind of guys, though, I feel like Jacob Fatu is going to go to NXT, and I think that Tamatanga is going to probably be on some sort of SmackDown. But they do have free agents of some sorts. We just didn't see any tonight. Um, but but I will say I do like call ups because in the era of NXT, that was pretty much the big thing that everybody waited for the night after WrestleMania. Was who's gonna get called up from NXT, and I think we've seen some really cool ones today. With like I said, Dragunov and Roxanne Perez. But yeah, I think overall, I think it was a good edition of Raw After Mania, and it's sure as hell better than whatever the fuck we got last year. So it was a thumbs up show for me for sure. I think we got some good direction with them having a number one contender for the World Heavyweight Championship match in the end of the show. I thought that was great, and promos from Drew McIntyre and stuff like that. We got just some other cool things that I noticed during the show. We got like these new camera angles, and
Mm.
like during Sami Zayn's entrance, before he started speaking, the camera guy was just walking around the ring and just filming him. And then during the segment where during the segment where Liv throws the chair at Rhea Ripley, when Dominic pushes the camera away, the cameraman just walks out into a sea of people and then walks up and films Indy Hartwell's entrance. And I thought that was very cool. And then during Jade's entrance and during Cody's when Cody put the belt down in the middle of the ring and kissed it, we got like this cool like overhead shot of
Mhm.
the ring. And I thought we got some really nice, cool camera angles. Very, very nice, very fresh. And I thought it was great. I really did. I thought it was. I thought it was. Yeah. I thought they were. I thought it was a nice new, just take on production, if you will. And they offered a lot of new, fresh concepts tonight.
Definitely did a lot of great camera work and a lot of great production stuff. Fucking the fucking retiring of Kevin Dunn was probably the second best thing that ever happened to this company in the last like fucking year because the camera work's been phenomenal, man. The production, besides music, has been phenomenal with them recently, and tonight is just an absolute example of that, dude. I loved that type of shit they've been doing.
For sure. For sure, man. Um, So, yeah, we got some really cool new production elements tonight, and just like stuff that's just, yeah, just like I said, just new, just new
Yeah.
and very fresh, and just felt, you know, that's one of the things I liked so much about 2016 SmackDown was they had, like, production goes a long way. It really does. And when they offer fresh new concepts like that, it really brings a new feel. It really can bring a new feel and just a new element to the shows that is just fresh, just fresh. It makes the show feel very fresh. I will say though, um, I'm gonna be keeping an eye out for after the draft, or maybe even next week, to look for uh new sets, and maybe even new logos here sometime soon, um
Hmm.
with just with the um with Raw and SmackDown, because I think I just think it's time. I think it's time. I think it's time to get rid of the old, and we keep talking about this new Paul Levesque era. So I think it's time we get new rebrandings for Raw and SmackDown as well.
Truly, man. I think it is. I think it's that time for the new branding, logos, sets, all that stuff, man. And I hope we get it. And it could be, next week, or it could be after the draft, but I think it'll be coming soon.
Definitely, definitely, man. So yes, that was one of the things I picked up on during this episode of Monday Night Raw. And one of the other things, too, were we kept getting what people were making out to be Uncle Howdy references through.
Mm.
There was a creepy little audio file they played before Raw even went on the air. It made its way to the audience via Twitter or via social media or whatever you're on. And then there was um a during Bronson Reed's backstage promo, there was a little screen scratch, little image that kind of popped up. Very, very Uncle Howdy, Bray Wyatt reminiscent in that regard. So I think we are seeing the reemergence of soon of Bo Dallas, or Uncle Howdy, or whatever he's going to be called by.
Definitely, man. There were some of those little teases, man. They were intriguing, man. I can't wait for it. I can't wait to see Bo, and I can't wait to see how they do all of that, man.
Definitely, definitely, and I'm excited to see what he can offer in terms of his storytelling and stuff like that. I think it's well overdue that Bo Dallas gets a shot in the business and on the main roster. So it's long overdue. So I think it's gonna be good, man. I think it's gonna be good. But um, yeah. Also, WWE. After Ilya Dragunov came out, WWE announced that there is going to be a draft. Excuse me. There is going to be a draft. They announced the draft for the end of April, April 26th, Friday, and Monday, April 29th. So in 3 weeks, from now, we'll be sitting here with the draft version of Unscripted, talking about the draft on Unscripted, and that's exciting. That's exciting. I think this comes a week before Backlash, so I'm assuming they're going to do what they did last year. They're going to do the draft before the pay-per-view, and then they're going to go into effect after Backlash, I'm assuming.
Definitely, that. I think that's how they mentioned in our commentary that, you know, right before, well, it basically just settles. They let Backlash settle all of what happened at Mania, and then all the new changes happen. So I'm excited for that, dude. The draft looks fun. We already got the hint with Dragunov and Roxanne Perez. So I cannot wait, man. I really can't wait to see how they set it all up and do it.
Definitely. And yes, yesterday they did announce that there's going to be a SmackDown from Saudi Arabia, and there's going to be King and Queen of the Ring. And I really hope we get the whole tournament done in one night, or at least the semifinals and the finals, because I just love those shows where, you know, you just see like the fatigue of somebody playing out through the night. I really think it tells a good story, and I would love to see it. But either way, I'm just excited to get King of the Ring back. You know, I think this year you can possibly have somebody like Drew McIntyre win it to then get his shot at Clash at the Castle. Maybe that's one way to go about it. And then and like Logan says, it's not getting taken away from us this time, because man, golly.
Exactly. I think that's perfect, dude. I think Drew would be the perfect winner for men's. You know, obviously to get to Damian Priest again at Clash at the Castle, man. I can't wait for that. That sounds really good. And I'm intrigued to see how this all goes down, man.
For sure. So, yeah, very exciting. Also, dude, again, another night where we get no mention or no announcement of WrestleMania 41.
Oh, literally, dude. I didn't even realize that until I saw fucking Logan's tweet, and I was like, yeah, what the fuck? Where's our damn announcement? Like, what the fuck?
I have no idea. I don't, it literally, and of course it would be this way, being that this is the one Mania we're actually like interested in going to. It would be this way where we're waiting until the last possible fucking second to announce it. Meanwhile, every other fucking year we've known a year or more in advance on where it's going. But fucking go figure. Like I said, the one we're all actually interested in going to, and we're interested on when tickets and packages go on sale and all this other stuff. Now they want to wait forever to tell us when the show is going to be and where it's going to take place. So you can't make this stuff up. It's literally always fucking something, bro.
Always something, dude. Literally taking fucking forever. Never took this long with announcing a Mania ever. This is the first time. The one we are most likely getting. God.
Fucking for real, man. So, what do you know, man? What do you know? The 1 year. So, with that, everybody, what is going on? How is everybody doing, man? We are back with yet again another edition of the Notorious Hills Podcast. Another edition of Notorious Unscripted. This is episode 190, man. Like Logan says in the beginning, bro, 10 more episodes, and we will be at the episode 200 of Unscripted. So it's crazy to think, but we're almost there. And yeah, man. So with that, man, what is going on, everybody, and how's everybody doing? And if this is your first time watching, guys, do not know how the show works. Every Monday, we are on here with Notorious Unscripted, and every Friday, we are on here with the Newsman at 4 p.m. Central. And for the the big pay-per-views for WWE and the big pay-per-views for AEW, we are on here directly after the show goes off the air. And if you guys did miss all the weekend's worth of shows, Fridays, WWE going to Scotland for Clash at the Castle, WrestleMania predictions, AEW releases. That is episode 208, the 4-year anniversary of the Notorious Hills Podcast. The WrestleMania Saturday review, the WrestleMania Sunday review. All 3 of those episodes are available for you guys live on all platforms right now. That is Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. And if you want to see it first, join us right here live directly after the show goes off the air for the big pay-per-views, and Friday at 4 p.m. Central for the Newsman. So, right here on YouTube. Also, if you guys have not got a chance to pick up some of the official Notorious Hills Podcast merchandise, you guys can now find this live on the merch shop. That is bonfire.com. Link is at the top of the description of this very video, man. That is bonfire.com. You could find all 8 of these beautiful, beautiful designs on the merch shop for you guys, man. And more. There are more on there for you guys, bro. So if you guys have not got a chance to pick up the hottest, most beautiful merch in the IWC, you guys can find this on bonfire.com. Link is at the top of the description of this very video, man. Also, if this is your first time watching and you guys do not know who we are here at the Notorious Heels podcast, I am Johnny Mayhem, one half of the host of this very show. And as for the other half, we got my man Sir K here. How the hell are you, man?
Doing good, man. I'm doing good. Just been chilling out, man. Coming off a great weekend. Back to reality tomorrow, so that's fucking fun. But I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Now I'm just waiting for Mania to get announced. We just completed this Mania. I was waiting for that. Waiting for this fucking next Mania announcement, because fucking it's supposed to be fucking September. Still haven't fucking gotten it, man. But I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Like Durante always ask, how's life? How's the family? Life's good. The family's good. How is everybody doing in the live chat? How are we doing watching the replay? What about you, bro? How are you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, just like you. Waiting for Mania to be announced, but yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand, but I'm assuming we'll get there sooner rather than later. But yeah, just waiting for Mania to be announced and all that good stuff, bro. So that's exciting. That's exciting. Been excited for that for months. We were literally talking about this in September, or in like August or September. We were all telling each other, yeah, they should be announcing it soon. And here we are in fucking April 8th, almost April 9th, and the show's still not announced.
This like literally has to be the first time in like my whole fucking time of watching wrestling that we didn't already know the next Mania after Mania just happened. Crazy as fuck. You know, I also forgot about All Elite Crate. That shit shipped. I totally fucking forgot about that shit.
Oh my god. I seen mine shipped, but I forgot to keep up with it.
Fucking, I just saw the fucking email, man. Fucking shipped. So usually for us, it's always going to be next week on Monday, because it always arrives on either Friday after the podcast or Saturday. Never fails. So, probably more than likely, in 1 week's time, you'll see us open it, man. And if it's garbage, I'm canceling that subscription.
Here, let me see, because I know I looked at it Friday before the podcast, and it said that it shipped. Here we go. Found the email. All right, so mine should be here. Okay, it hasn't moved a muscle since it hasn't moved a muscle. Yes, mine's in pre-shipment, and I got the fucking email on Friday.
April 5th. Literally. Fucking April 5th, and it's still in pre-shipment. God. It's
3 days.
No.
3 days later.
God. 3 days later, nothing has fucking happened. Good God. Gotta love AEW, man. Their production problems fucking go real deep.
They run deep. Yes, they do.
They really run deep.
Yes, they do. There you go, bro. There you go. Everybody's still on pre-shipment, man. Nobody's getting their fucking All Elite Crate. And it better not.
Too busy watching me.
Seriously, it better not be no fucking mid t-shirts either, because I'm getting real tired of that shirt. I'm getting real. Honestly, the last one, like the Adam Copeland shirt, was nice, bro. But they literally gave us the most bland FTR shirt you could possibly. Like, dude, where are the days of that CM Punk shirt? Like the one where he's got blood all over his face. Like, dude, it was so cool.
Yeah, sure. Literally, bro. Literally. So I'm scared, and if it's trash, bro, I'm taking away that subscription. And I'm genuinely, I hope WWE brings back their version of this, man. I want that so bad. I would love one of those too.
Club.
Change the fucking name to fucking the WWE shop crate or some basic shit and give us a crate, dude. I would love 2 unique T-shirts from them at this point. Genuinely.
Definitely. Yeah. So I don't know, man. I don't know, but yeah. But other than that, man, I'm doing good. Just coming off a great weekend. Coming off a great weekend, bro, and just doing our thing, bro. Just doing our thing, trying to put on the best shows as possible, man. So hopefully we've been doing you guys justice. And I did want to announce that over the weekend, man, it looks like you will be seeing your boys for a Clash at the Castle post-show review right after the show goes off the air. So looks like you guys will be seeing us for Clash. Yeah, so that's that.
Fuck yeah, dude. Cannot wait.
Yes, it's gonna
June
be awesome.
15th.
The first Clash at the Castle was a banger. So hopefully we get another one very similar. Oh, speaking of Clash at the Castle, one of my favorite matches from Clash at the Castle was Gunther versus Sheamus, and tonight on Monday Night Raw,
Yeah.
we got a Sheamus video package.
I'm shocked, dude. He's staying. That's wild. I did not expect that.
I now
Well,
that he has, I understand why he did.
that is true. He's just someone I thought was dipping just for like just
Yeah.
general like reasons. But I'm glad. I'm happy, and I hope we get that IC run. Or what's the IC's the one he didn't fucking win.
Yeah.
Hope we get it, dude. He really deserves it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he was like everybody's original
Winner. Yeah.
he was everybody's like original Gunther dethroner. So I'm happy to see Sheamus back, and if it being that it looks like he's staying with the company, I'm very glad. I'm very glad that he is staying with the company, because I just feel if he went to AEW, I know he likes to wrestle, but I also understand Sheamus has problems with his spine, as far as I know, and that just would not really bode well with their style. I don't think I would.
No.
Yeah, I know Sheamus likes to wrestle, and WWE is a style that's going to be lighter on his body. AEW's a little too reckless, dare I say.
Oh, 100%. You put that man in a match with Dante Martin, it's over with, bro. You put him in a match with Penta, man's cooked.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, absolutely.
I was gonna say, but like, dude, I'm glad, and I was shocked by that shit. I really did not expect it, and I'm happy, dude. I can't wait to see him come back.
Absolutely, and I'm very glad he's staying. But yes, Clash at the Castle is June 15th. That is a Saturday. So the reason I took the liberty to announce it is because, usually we only do the big 5 shows, but these shows are just too fucking good. These shows are honestly just too fucking good to pass up on doing the review for, just because after there's been so many shows that I've dearly regretted not doing the post show for. Night of Champions last year, Extreme Rules 2022 when Bray came back, and I don't want Clash at the Castle in Scotland to be another one. So
No, exactly. And y'all ready for that Sheamus Death Rebel remix? Let's get it.
fucking oh god.
God, speaking of fucking Death Rebel, hey, they definitely cooked up another fucking steaming pot tonight.
Who did?
Good old Priest. Bondage
Oh,
Undertaker.
yeah. Hey, Logan.
Another one bites the dust.
Hey, Logan. Man, we'll see, bro. We'll see.
Maybe one day.
Yes, we'll see, bro. We will see. Yeah, it's something I've definitely been thinking about for a while. So at least these summer ones, because these summer shows just end up turning out fucking great.
Definitely.
The shows that we get during the fall, I think, are some passes. Like last year, I'm glad we didn't really review a show like Fastlane or like
Yeah.
Payback, like those kind of shows. But these international shows, bro, they're really, I don't know. We'll see, for sure. But yes, and yeah, it's definitely been a thought in my brain. Absolutely. Especially when it comes to just the summer shows. So because they're just so fucking good, dude. They really are. I mean, even these, like I said, Night of Champions last year. I would have never thought that show turned out that good. I mean, that was really good, and that was a Saudi show. They fucking
I know.
they outdogged an AEW crowd. The Saudi Arabians outdogged the fucking smart marks. Come on, man.
That was really ultimate shifts that occurred last year, man. That shit was crazy.
Definitely, bro. So they don't do Extreme Rules anymore.
God.
I regret not doing the Extreme Rules, uh the one that Wyatt came back at, the last Extreme Rules they did. Because I just don't know what I was thinking, not, getting on here after that. There was so much that we all wanted to talk about, and I should have, and it's a huge regret, but it's time. It's definitely time. It's time for me. I think that a lot of these shows don't go untalked about because goddamn, they're just so fucking good. And yes, King of the Ring, bro. King of the Ring. I honestly, I think it's gonna be a pretty good tournament, bro. So we'll see. But I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys wanting to see us, bro.
Definitely. Thank you guys for wanting more of us, man. And thank you for WWE for actually putting on shows that, we care to see and review. Like, you think we even thought about fucking doing a live review after Dynasty?
That didn't even cross through my mind.
It doesn't cross through our mind. But I'm over here preparing to fucking put in a system request for 2 pay-per-views, dude, in the summer that I normally wouldn't do. That's how good this fucking company has been. Shit's wild.
Absolutely. So yes, it's been great. It really has. But yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Good old AEW, bro. Good old AEW. Actually, dude, to get the one thing from Dynamite out of the way, Dynamite was nothing special this week. It really was not, and I'm not even just saying that. Dynamite was really nothing special this week. It was a show where they had Adam Copeland come out there and talk about there's so much negatives going around. There's a reason why I signed here. There's a reason why Okada, Will Ospreay, and Mercedes signed here. AEW makes professional wrestling better, blah, blah, blah. They go on to put on this completely forced promo. They go and send fucking Adam Copeland out there, a guy who's been there, like I said on Friday, for a fucking cup of coffee and a walk in the park in the fucking company. They send him out there to I seen everybody saying this, to rally the troops for fucking Dynamite this week. And then they go to and proceed to put on a fucking boring ass episode of AEW Dynamite.
Literally, dude. Like, they say, like, dude, we've been saying it. Everybody's been saying it. Just shut up, bruh. Just shut up. Do your thing. Produce the best show you could. That's the best way you could counter something that doesn't even need to be countered. But, it's them. They're some of the biggest babies. They gotta counter something. That's the best way to do it. Put on a good damn show. And they did not. They put on a show. That happened. When literally the only thing I remember is that Adam Copeland promo, and half of the night, various people throughout the show was just fucking glazing the company of how Ospreay and Mercedes signed with AEW. bro, I cannot wait for Mercedes, for that contract to come up and she goes back to Triple H, dude. That is gonna be legendary.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Those AEW fans are gonna want her head on a fucking platter after she does that, bro.
Dude,
Uh,
those same fans that are marking out for her now, when she, and the rumors of her, talking to, WWE and AEW and that whole contract negotiation thing, half of the AEW fans, whenever it would be one of those, posts about them, her talking to WWE, oh, she just used, she said she wanted to go on a run in Japan and had 2 matches over there and going back to the Fed, dude, and
so
then she
fucking
went to
hurt.
AEW. And she went to AEW. Not a word about it. But when she leaves, it's all we're gonna hear again, dude. Fucking hilarious. These fans, they're something else, dude. They really are.
Yeah, they like really are. It's horrible. It's horrible, man. I hate sometimes sometimes, bro, fickle obviously is the word, is the popular word, but dude, they really are like, dude, if you're on their team, they love, I mean, it's just classic tribalism. It's classic
Oh yeah.
tribalism, man.
The
You know,
U.S.
the
military should really take notes. If you want people to fucking fight for your life for something, just look at wrestling fans. Fucking produce something like that, and they'll just fucking fight for their life for you. U.S. military got to take notes on this shit.
they absolutely do. Yeah, it's, I mean, good God, bro. Yeah, good old wrestling fans. Good old wrestling fans, man. I definitely think the winner of the King of the Ring will get a world championship match at maybe a time of their choosing, or maybe at Clash at the Castle. Being that an early prediction for me is Drew McIntyre. I think Drew will take the tournament and then use it to get a title match at now I was gonna say Wembley, in Scotland at the wherever they're gonna Clash at the Castle.
No, exactly. I think it's definitely going to be some variation of that. Whether it's, you get the champion in place of your choosing, or it's a guaranteed champion, or place some variation of that, man. It's basically going to be the summer's Royal Rumble, essentially. And it's what I think it's going to be.
Definitely. Definitely, man. So, oh, good lord. I forgot in our intro, I forgot to say, as Durante always asks, I'm good. Family's good. What about you, Durante, Pops, Logan, Call of Zombies, or Hunter? How are you guys doing?
What?
How are you
Mhm.
guys doing? Thank you guys for being here as always. I forgot to say what's up to the chat, bro. So, my bad, even though we've been talking to you guys the whole time. But uh yeah. Nothing much to talk about with AEW, man, other than, again, they did a whole thing to rally up the fucking troops just to put on a fucking mid-ass episode of AEW Dynamite and prove CM Punk right. Um,
Literally.
and we are 2 days away from what could be something that is catastrophic for AEW and using CM Punk to pop the old rating. I said it,
Mhm.
because
Mhm.
I see, um, you know, uh, I seen a lot of people, saying stuff about Triple H, for his comments. And like I said on Friday, dude, neither of these companies need to be talking about each other.
Literally.
Now WWE has a little more leverage at the moment because they are the better company, as AEW had a little more leverage and a little more truth to their statement back in 2019, 20, and 21 and early
Yeah.
2022. They had a little more leverage. Now WWE's got a little more leverage because a lot of what they're saying is true, similar to how what AEW used to say was true, but a lot of people were, going crazy about comments that these companies were making out about each other. And what happens? AEW announces to roll the footage from All In, which, from the sounds of it, they are going to air the fight with CM Punk and Jack Perry. And uh I'm not even just saying this to sound tribalistic or anything, like, why do they care about Punk and this and that, and why do they still care about Punk? My problem here is, why are you showing footage that is going to make people excited about... You're going to be planting CM Punk seeds around AEW and showing his face on footage and showing moments of him back in the company when you don't have him in your company and you cannot pay this off.
Oh, you're just literally the payoff to that is gonna be Jack Perry joining the fucking EVPs. Like, what the? That ain't no fucking payoff. That's a fucking dick tease for something that's never gonna fucking happen, and then you're never gonna shut up about. That's why I want them to shut up about this CM Punk shit. He's not in your company. Let it go. Do your own thing. Yeah, I don't mind when it's the Young Bucks just doing their little Young Bucks thing every now and then, make a little tongue-in-cheek reference. I don't care. It's the Young Bucks. What do you expect?
Right.
But when you're doing whole segments and whole week-long hype-ups for something, that's never going to happen. Please stop. Please stop.
Just like Punk did. You know, they make their little references here and there, like when Punk's second promo back where he said who would want to work with the guy that runs around punching people backstage. He makes his little references, and like the whole All In incident, nobody clips the part where CM Punk was asked to get in something that he had no business being in, and he tried to tell Tony Schiavone he shouldn't be getting involved in this, but they insisted. He went and talked to Jack Perry. Nobody clips that part. Nobody clipped the part where he said he likes Jack Perry, and nobody clips the part where he says that that he came up to Jack Perry politely and was like, dude, don't give in to this internet bullshit. And Jack Perry said, well, why don't you fucking do something about it? Is that not going to start a fight?
Yeah, what are you going to do about it? Is literally the classic, let's fucking fight fucking phrase. What are you going to do about it? And he fucking choked your ass out. That's what he fucking did about it. He used your fucking ass to go back to go back. Like, dog, their incompetence set that fight up in the first place, and they fired up because of it. Horrible situation. Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing too. You know, Punk, the big fucking hoorah that everybody made about, you know, Punk was the parts where he said that AEW's not a business and they're focused on having good matches, and he told Tony that the place is a joke and that Tony's a clown. You're gonna let one man's opinion like fucking hurt you that bad? So what if you think Tony's a clown? There's people back there that work for him that probably think he's a fucking clown. And there's also people back there who probably think he's a great fucking human being. Who gives a fuck?
Like, just do you, bro. Produce the best show you could with the people you have and do your own fucking thing, bro. Don't get why that's so fucking hard, dude. I really don't.
Yeah. I don't whatsoever. I really don't, and it makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense, man. But that was what happened on AEW, and again, this segment that they air on Wednesday night could be really, really bad, and I hope it's not. But I don't see the good that can come out of airing this footage now. And I'm gonna be honest, if this is what they're doing off an interview, I honestly think if AEW one day gets desperate enough for ratings pop, I honestly feel one day Tony will drop the Brawl Out NDA. I think he might, if they get desperate enough, because clearly this is just, yes, clearly this is major desperation coming from AEW right now with this whole all-in footage thing, but I honestly think one day, and I feel like that day will come one day, man, if we see AEW get desperate enough
We'll see
for,
that or allow footage.
yeah, for ratings or, being desperate or whatever, for attention, I honestly think the NDA may be dropped one day. That's my opinion for the future, but I think so.
I could 100% see that, man. They are so reactive when it comes to any criticism. They just instantly have to have fucking Dax tweet out fucking thank you for AEW. You gotta do this. You gotta do it. Just do your own thing. But they're so reactive, dude. Oh, the more desperate they're gonna, or the more they lower in quality, the more desperate they're gonna get, and that's just gonna be a chain reaction that goes down, and you can't let that chain reaction start, man. You really can't.
Yeah, no kidding. And that was AEW. That was AEW, man. An NDA is a non-disclosure agreement. So when CM Punk got into his fight with the Elite back at All Out 2022, his backstage fight, Tony Khan made everybody involved sign an NDA. So a non-disclosure agreement to where they can't talk about it publicly for whatever reasons. And those reasons we don't know, because Tony Khan does not answer a fucking question. But we don't know. So that's what an NDA is for Mr. Call of Zombies. But yeah, so that was that. And as for Monday Night Raw here today, the show opens up with Triple H. And he says, "This year, I can say for sure, we are in a new era." Damn. So,
God damn.
so when
Really
this,
just
yeah, so when this man came out last year and was like, what did he say last year? WWE's not going anywhere. Bro, just
like,
bullshitting.
dude, this whole weekend is literally just them saying, "Yeah, I wasn't running shit about a year ago. That was all Vince."
Yes,
And that is probably my
like we
favorite
said.
part about this whole weekend.
Literally, bro.
It.
Literally, like we fucking said. Like we said, bro. We said it last year. A lot of I remember that was one of the times I was like last year, this very episode of Unscripted, the Raw after WrestleMania version of Unscripted, bro, that was one of the most crushed episodes. I was at a complete loss for words because I had gotten so used to AEW being pathetic and and WWE being good. I was like, bro,
Oh.
I was absolutely distraught. I was absolutely distraught because I genuinely thought that I was going to have to pull myself away from WWE like I felt like I had to do 8 months prior to that. So it was crushing. It was crushing as a wrestling fan. Last year's Raw After Mania, such a Vince show. But yes, literally this whole WrestleMania season has basically been, yeah, he's gone now. That's basically what this whole WrestleMania season has been about. He's actually gone, guys. It's a Triple H era. So my cousin-in-law, shout out to him, if he's watching. He was texting me today and telling me just how awesome WWE looks, and how he was saying like he actually might have to get back into it. And I was telling him, man, like, dude, there is no better time than right now to get back into WWE, dude. Like, it is so fucking good. And I am so proud of everybody that sat through the fucking years of just dreadful down years. And I mean, and I know some sports fans get that, bro. If you're you're a fan of your sports team and they just suck for years and years and years and years, and they finally they finally are good and they get to the promised land, bro, you know what that feels like. And we're in the fucking promised land right now. And we sat through years of sitting on the fucking bench. And we are all now finally getting some playing time with WWE, man.
Literally,
And it is just, it's awesome. It really is.
literally, bro. There was actually a light at the end of that fucking 300,000-mile tunnel, and we're at that light, dude. And I can't believe it. I really can't.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, man. So the opening segment was, Triple H just saying, I can for sure say this year that we are in a new era. This is our era. And I want to, people were chanting, thank you. Thank you to Triple H or Paul Levesque. I can't remember if it was thank you, Paul, or thank you, Triple H, or whatever they were chanting. And he says, the funny thing is, I came out here to thank all of you. And he talked about, how they're in a new era and he wants to welcome out the man that is going to lead us into the new era. And that man is Thank You Hunter. That's what it was. That's what it was. Yes, they were chanting Thank You Hunter. Thank you, Logan, for the hashtag. Thank you, Logan, for the assist. There we go.
Thank you, Logan. Truly.
So, so he calls out the new undisputed Universal WWE Champion, Cody Rhodes. He calls out Cody Rhodes, man, and Cody comes out there and Triple H says, last night after the show, a couple of guys in production sent me a video and they said, and they said that, they created something special for Cody and can you show it to him? And Triple H said, hell no, I'm showing this with the world on Monday Night Raw. So he says, because there's so many fans and we don't have our normal big screen for all of you guys to see, we brought out these bootleg monitors. So excuse me for this, but if you guys just want to go ahead and pay attention to the monitors, and then they roll a amazing tribute video to Cody Rhodes for finishing his story. It was awesome. It was an awesome video. Of course, they cut to Cody in the middle of it, and he's fucking crying. And then afterwards, he hugs Triple H, and Triple H walks away, man. So that was that. Oh, wow. AEW elitists are complaining about Triple H starting Mania and Raw.
What are they complaining about, man? Literally. Fucking 40 something minutes of promo in the beginning of show, and people say they constantly, the AEW elitists, bro, love counting time, bro. Those fuckers, whether it's match time or promo time, they keep that stopwatch on them, man, and I hate it.
Like, bro, there's been so where were these AEW elitists when FTR and Bullet Club Gold wrestled for an hour in the Open to Collision, or when Bryan and Hangman wrestled an hour in the Open to Winter is Coming a couple years ago? Bro, shut up.
But they're wrestling, dude. That's the thing. They're actually wrestling to these fans.
Good Lord.
Like, dude, the SmackDown only had 27 minutes and 85 seconds of wrestling, while Dynamite had, like, bro, I see that shit 24/7, and I hate that shit, bro.
Yeah, and a bunch of matches that I can fucking give a flying fuck about. Come on, bro. Yeah, but I know how they work. It's as long as you're wrestling, you can wrestle for 2 hours straight. That's all they care about.
Oh, they would love that episode the most, dude. That would be their favorite episode all year. You would see that episode, greater than symbol, and literally all of WWE's pay-per-views of the year. Genuinely, unironically, too. That is the best part. Wild people, dude. I would love to... You heard about Dijak giving his brain to scientists when he passes away, whenever that day comes. That's what these AEW elitists should do, man. I would love to see how their brain functions, man, because it's gotta be, that ADHD gotta be insane.
Definitely. Yeah, they can't, they gotta be watching a match. They gotta be watching a match. It's like, bro, that's not the only part to fucking professional wrestling, man. It's really not. Yeah, I feel like a fucking doofus even having to explain that. But it's the world we live in. Yeah, who cares, man? Triple H is ushering in the new era, and I can absolutely care less if he comes out to usher in a new era and thank the fans. And thank the fans for just showing up and making this weekend a great weekend for their company. So, yeah.
Oh,
I don't know.
100%, Logan. TK will 100% shut that company down before he ever sells it to them. He would let it die. He would pull a Vince. He's the same, dude, just the same as Vince, dude. They have a lot of similarities. He will let that company die before he sells it to them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That shit would be hilarious.
So Cody comes out there, thanks Triple H. Triple H walks away. He asks the Raw after WrestleMania what they want to talk about. And Cody talks about Liberty, his daughter, and he talks just about finishing the story, but not before the ultimate Glazer, the final boss, The Rock.
I wonder what he came out with.
He came out to glaze himself with his fucking toy championship that he got from Muhammad Ali, the People's Champion, who gave him the moniker, the People's Champion. He's got to mention that every time. Muhammad gave me the People's Champion moniker.
I like how he says that, but in like the fucking Hall of Fame speech and he's talking about it, he literally said that, yeah, I just started calling myself that and they let me. And he let me. He was like, yeah, I'm cool with it. Even though he says he fucking gave it to him. Hilarious.
Yeah, literally, that is exactly what he said. This man said, I went out there, called myself the People's Champion, and then I went back and told Muhammad that it was out of respect. And Muhammad said, no, I want you to have it. So Burgess took it from him. But my boy, the ultimate Glazer, is here. The fucking water recharger, Dwayne, is here. The final boss comes out. The fucking final boss. He's got to remind us about that every 2 seconds too. He's the final boss. Final boss. So he comes out there with his the ultimate Glazer championship, and he comes out there and he's, taking forever with his entrance, and he proceeds to bury the crowd for 10 minutes before he even gets to the crux of what he was talking about, or what he was there to talk about. So he's looking around as they're booing him, and he's looking around, and him and Cody are holding up each other's champion, or holding up, their respective championships. They're holding it up, and he's just glazing himself as usual, probably thinking about his next fucking water recharge up before he gets gassed again. And
you gassed.
And fucking Rock. That was the greatest thing on Saturday night ever. Watching that man fucking stumble around the ring. It was great. But anyways.
You're tired of that entrance, bro. He's still tired.
So he tells Cody Rhodes, he came out here to give him his flowers, and he came out here to show him respect. And he says, but The Rock needs something from you. He sees that championship around your shoulder, and I want to hold it. What? What are we, at a fucking Cricket Wireless meet and greet? You want to hold it?
Motherfucker, pay me $5. The hell are you talking about?
So Cody says, So the Rock says, look, no physicality, no blood, no weight belts, no whippings tonight. I just want to hold it. I got a chance to hold a lot of belts. I never got the chance to hold that one. And Cody says, sure, you can hold it as long as I can hold yours. I was honestly waiting for The Rock to hit him. But no,
100%.
they literally swap belts like two fucking kids in elementary school. Like two kids.
Trading toys for the day.
Yes, like two kids in elementary school trying to sniff each other's scented pencils that they just bought from the book fair. I'll let you see mine if I can see yours. And they fucking swap the scented pencils, and they're both trying to hold it to where the other one doesn't get their hands on both of them. So they fucking, they do the swap off, and The Rock, literally like a little child, just holds it. He holds it, and he's like, man, I don't know what to feel about this, but something just feels right. Oh, fuck, please, no. Oh, God. But I'm going to be honest. Do not be shocked if Cody's reign ends with The Rock. Don't be shocked.
Wouldn't. I really fucking wouldn't, man. I really wouldn't be shocked, man. I think it's in his fucking TKO board contract to hold it at least at one point for a little bit. So I really wouldn't be shocked.
I wouldn't be either. I'm telling you, bro, this man was lobbying to end the Roman reign. If you think he gives a fuck about Cody's reign, but I think it's... So he then says, for most of you that don't know, The Rock's going to be going away for a little bit. But once go figure. But once I come back, Cody, whether you're champ or not, I'm coming for you. And Cody then says that he was anticipating that. I think Cody will be champ by the time Rock comes back, and I could either see Triple H or not sure what the fuck. SummerSlam. I was looking at Logan's comment when I said that. I could either see I could either see SummerSlam, or I could see their next Saudi show being wherever this Rock and Cody match happens.
I could definitely see it. We'll see how it goes, man. But Rock. They literally had to trade titles like 5-year-olds. I did not think they was gonna. I thought someone was gonna hit one of the others, and or I thought fucking like anybody else would have done if it wasn't The Rock telling them not to backstage. If I was Cody, been like, yeah, you can hold it if you ever win it, and you ain't doing that, so good, yeah. Like, no, you can't hold my title, motherfucker. I just won it. I spent the past year and a half fucking scratching and clawing for this thing. You ain't fucking holding it. Ugh, good old Rock, man. But I can definitely see it happening in some form.
Oh, bro, the "This is awkward" chant absolutely popped me.
Oh my god.
That was fucking hilarious.
Awkward as hell.
And The Rock's just fucking standing there just smiling with the belt. Oh, it was so funny, dude.
You don't give a fuck, dude. That's hilarious.
So, that was the opening segment, man. And like I said, I either think it's going to be SummerSlam or I think it's going to be the next Saudi show, which, to be honest, I hope Cody drops the belt to Gunther before this garbage happens, because I really don't want to see The Rock get his hands on that belt.
And it is true, because Rock said, with or without the title, I want to face you. So I could see that happening without the title, too.
Yeah, definitely. So, yeah, man. So that was the opening segment to Monday Night Raw. 45 minutes later, because The Rock's got to stand out there for 10 minutes and glaze himself and talk about the crowd and do all his Rock stuff. So, good old Rock. Then the next match on the show was Shinsuke Nakamura. He came out, and we didn't have an opponent for him up until this point. And all of a sudden, the theme music hits for the NXT champ, the fucking Mad Dragon, Ilya Dragunov. Bro,
Hell yeah.
dude, I popped huge for my boy, Ilya Dragunov, bro. This man is a fucking dog. And if you do not know who Ilya Dragunov is, you will know very, very quickly who Ilya Dragunov is. And then at this point, they announced that the WWE draft will be taking place Friday, April 26th and Monday, April 29th. And Dragunov is confirmed for the draft.
Hell yeah. I love the sound of that dude. Dragunov, he's my man, dude. Love Dragunov. He won my match of the year 2 years in a row. I think it was, 2020 and 2021? I think it was. Won that shit. Him and Walter. Same match, actually. Won it. Same matchup. Won twice in a year for me. Or twice, 2 times in 2 years for me, technically. But, hell yeah, dude. I cannot wait for him to be on the main roster, and I dig the fuck out of it, man. I can't wait to see what roster they put him on, and I can't wait to see how that goes, bro. That man is an absolute beast.
Definitely. Yes, he is a dog. He really is, bro. But my whole thing is here, why are we calling up champions?
Obvious, makes him be like, oh well, next NXT pay-per-view, he's losing.
Yeah, why didn't we give the title to the Don?
Yeah.
If Dragunov was gonna get called up. That doesn't make any sense to me.
No, it really doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't make much sense whatsoever, but I don't know. I don't know, but I'm assuming by the time he gets called up or shortly after, he will drop the NXT championship. But I just hate, I hate, I like the old NXT model when people would drop the belts and then get called up. I hate when they would get called up with the fucking title because it makes it so predictable what their final NXT, run is going to look like.
Exactly, or make it a rule. If they get called up, they gotta relinquish. Simple rule to caveat that, and they don't. He'll just lose it in his next NXT pay-per-view match.
Yeah.
Very predictably. Fucking Shawn, man, just can't let his champions lose before he lets them go, dude. Constant thing with him in his NXT.
Yeah, definitely. So Dragunov beats Nakamura in what was a very solid, just starter match for Dragunov, and very good stuff, very good showcase, and he got a pretty good reaction here tonight, and people will love this man very, 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 very shortly.
Really, dude, he's gonna be a favorite.
The Judgment Day are out here. And it's Dom, Finn, and JD in the ring, and they're all they're introducing Rhea Ripley out here, and then they introduce Damian Priest, the World Heavyweight Champion. Damian Priest.
And he comes out to some shit-ass music, dude. Classic Death Rebel.
I honestly didn't even really hear it. I'll have to go back and watch.
Classic Death Rebel. They love their quote intros. It's something. What does he say? Like all bow or something. Whatever catchphrase he always says. That's how the song starts. All rise. That's what the fuck he says.
Bow.
I don't fucking know. I don't pay attention to the fucking guy. Bro's my favorite mid-carder, but
It really is.
yeah, started with that shit. And then it was literally just like, obviously, a remix of what he already had with just more noise. Classic Def. We got vintage Orton Man. Now we got vintage Def Rebel, just cooking up some trash, and another victim on that list. Who's next?
Who knows? Hopefully, no one. So they're all out there and they're all talking about, the them being him and Rhea being world champions or whatever, and they hold their titles up, and in the fucking middle of them comes R-Truth holding his Raw title up right with them. Priest then tells him, dude, what are you doing here? I told you, you're not a part of the Judgment Day. R-Truth says, no, I am. I am a part of the Judgment Day. I brought the tag titles back to the group. Then he then talks about how we're going to have a problem, though, because his tag partner isn't in the Judgment Day, and he thinks he needs to be. So he calls out Miz, and then Miz says, Truth, you're not in the Judgment Day, and I don't think you want to be in the Judgment Day. And the crowd chants, yes, he is. Yes, he is. And JD McDonough then challenges them to a tag team title match. And R-Truth says, we can't do a tag team title match. There's only 3 of us. And Miz is looking around like, and he asks Truth, you're not talking about little Jimmy again, are you? And Truth says, no, our partner you just can't see. And then, yeah, and then JD says, so you want to challenge the 3 of us against the 3 of you. And R-Truth says yes. So they wrestle this match against them, a triple threat match, was the Invisible Partner and the Awesome Truth versus the Judgment Day, Dom, JD, and Finn. And these guys are getting their asses handed to them pretty much the entirety of the match. And the Judgment Day, more specifically JD, starts absolutely beating the crap out of the Miz, just repeatedly punching him in the face. And all of a sudden, you hear the trumpets. You hear the man himself, John Cena, who couldn't work a full match because Hollywood would not let him. But he came out for the ending sequence. He came in, they did the 5-knuckle shuffle, and they all did a triple AA to all 3 of them. And Cena, Miz, and R-Truth pick up the victory here. And R-Truth celebrates a victory with his childhood hero, John Cena. So, very heartwarming stuff. Another great moment for R-Truth. And, yes, the titles are split again, which is good, and this was a fun segment. I like seeing John Cena on the show. Speaking of John Cena, he was on the Pat McAfee show, and he said he's going to be in Hollywood for the rest of the year, and he really hopes that he can clear up time out of his schedule next year for his final run. I'm getting goosebumps now thinking about it, so I'm gonna slap my forearm like I'm the ultimate glazer. And bro, I'm getting goosebumps, like I said, thinking about it now, bro. But dude, that if I get to see the retirement of John Cena the same weekend Bray Wyatt gets inducted into the Hall of Fame, I just want you guys to know I'm going to be a fucking mess next week, bro. Or next week. Next year. I'm going to be a fucking mess next year because, as my pops is saying, dude, John Cena was obviously my childhood hero. Was just like R-Truth. He was my childhood hero too, man. And god damn, if we get to see the final run, the final run of John Cena, and we get to see that live, oh my god, that's gonna be fucking sad. But it's I'm so stoked. But goddamn, it's gonna be sad.
Truly, it's going to be an incredibly sad Mania, man, but it's going to be amazing at the same time. Obviously, it's got to go film. Dude, I keep fucking saying Peacemaker, season 2. So they didn't let him wrestle a full fucking match, man, but it's great to see him nonetheless, man. And next year is going to be really fucking sad, dude.
Yeah. So yeah, this was a very good segment. This was a very good segment and awesome to see the goat of all goats, John Cena coming out here, man. So making a surprise appearance for Raw after Mania. Very good segment, or very good match, I mean. And the next match was Indy Hartwell versus Roxanne Perez, the Prodigy, another champion in NXT, who I believe just won her title. At least Ilya's had a good reign with his championship. At least Ilias had a good reign with his championship, but Roxanne, I believe, just won her title from Lyra Valkyria, and here she is on Raw, probably getting called up soon. So what do you know? But nonetheless, it's going to be awesome to have her on the main roster because she is awesome. So yeah, she's great, and she faces Indy Hartwell. She beats Indy Hartwell. Candice tried to get involved to stop it, didn't work, and Indy loses, and Candice let her have it. Candice was on the outside chirping at her, and I'm really liking the just arc of Candice LeRae. Very similar to Drew McIntyre's, man. I just love seeing the developments on where her character is going every week. It's one of my favorite parts of the women's division, and I'm glad she's actually getting some shine.
Exactly, dude. Finally, Candice getting some shine, man. Lost her shit and fucking Candice. What the fuck, dude? I can't fucking talk. Um, Indy Hartwell, God. And I love the way her character has been going with how just erratic and just impatient and tired of everything she is, man. And I'm really enjoying what they're doing here, man. I can't wait to see how it culminates.
Definitely, man. After the match, Roxanne gets stopped by Natalia. Oh, oh my God.
Man,
Natalia says, "I'll see you tomorrow on NXT." And Roxanne says, "No, you'll see me tomorrow on my show." And then she's walked away. Okay.
okay, okay. You know who
Sammy,
I won't be seeing tomorrow? NXT.
yeah, literally. Sami Zayn comes out here with his new merch. Yo, Khadija, I did it. Very, very cool. Very cool.
Oh yeah.
So he comes out here and he says, you know, I've been pretty lucky at WrestleMania these past couple years, and I've been very fortunate to be able to do some pretty cool things at WrestleMania the past couple years. Obviously, talking about beating the record-setting 600 plus day title reign of the Usos to go on 1 year later and celebrate beating another 600 plus day title reign in Gunther. He thanks Gunther for elevating the title, and he thanks Gunther for everything he's done with the title. And he tells the crowd, no matter how much you want to boo the guy, you cannot take that away from him, what he's done with this championship. And I also forgot to mention in the open to the show, we got a thank you Roman chant. So I'm sure Joe Anoa'i was sitting on his couch with a big smile on his face, getting flowers by a lot of people that probably didn't want to give him flowers just a couple weeks ago. So it's awesome to see, and I'm glad. And I forgot to, and I really forgot to say a couple words on the WrestleMania Saturday review about Gunther too. But dude, like Sammy said, dude, you cannot take away what he's done for that championship. Nobody can ever take that away from him. And God damn, dude. He, I would have never envisioned anybody doing that kind of work that he did for the Intercontinental Championship. I would have never envisioned, like I said, anybody bringing that championship to those kind of heights. And man, and what he's done for that championship is something that in the modern day WWE, especially when he first won the championship in that era where, Vince was running things, I never expected, him to do anything like that under the Vince McMahon administration. And out the Vince McMahon administration went, and he just he absolutely lit the world on fire with that reign. The countless amount of classic matches and the development of his character and how much he's grown as a character and as just a smug, cocky fucking heel that just is so badass, and he really puts his money where his mouth is and actually succeeds at it. Amazing, and truly the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time.
He really was, man. Was able to do phenomenal things with the time he had with that title, man, and was absolutely legendary in what he did. And I'm glad that's what we got.
Definitely. Definitely. So Sammy then says, nobody could take it away from him. He was the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time, and I beat him. So then out comes Imperium, Ludwig, and Giovanni Vinci. They surround the ring to attack Sammy, and out comes Chad Gable. And I know Logan might absolutely flip his desk over after I say this, but I really think we might be seeing a Chad Gable heel turn.
Dude, next week, that's 100.
Yep.
When he loses that match, he is 1,000% turning heel. 100%.
Yeah. And I don't want that at all.
No.
He's just such a good baby face, bro. He's such an organic fucking baby face. He really is.
Like, he really is, dude. And I don't get it. I really don't. I fucking hope something different happens, but I think we all know what's gonna happen after that title match next week. So it sucks. It's really annoying, man. And we'll see where this whole IC title situation goes after that.
For sure. So they wrestle a tag team match. Honestly, at this, on the Monday Night Raw roster, in terms of just like an in-ring quality, Chad Gable is probably like right now, probably my favorite to watch wrestle. Cause like, I mean, you can just tell like in this match, just like his chain wrestling and just how smooth he is. God damn. Like, is it even possible?
Literally, dude. It's crazy. Man is one of the most smooth fucking wrestlers in the business, man. And I don't know. I think they're going about his character the wrong way. Maybe there's a chance that maybe I'm throwing some out there. Maybe KO fucks up Sammy, and Gable indirectly wins. But to be honest, at the same time, I don't want to see heel KO turn on Sammy. I mean, it's been done to death at this point. I would kind of prefer something else with Kevin Owens at this point, so I don't really like that either. They're kind of tied here.
So, I think I sit on the opposite side of the fence with this one, and I understand what you're saying because we have got the Owens and Sammy fight forever, really. But I think I would be interested in an Owens turn on Sammy, but I don't think right now is the time. I think when Sammy wins a world title, you can tell the story of Owens being jealous because Sammy is the more popular one, right? So that I do want to see personally, but I mean, I mean, shit. Maybe they do. Maybe they do take the title off Sammy and start him building to, or maybe they start his underdog arc again, or they, he hit the highest of highs, and in record time he is right back to the bottom of the barrel like he was before WrestleMania. Maybe they do something like that, but I don't see it. But I really think they're going about Chad Gable the wrong way, man. You really missed the mark on Gable beating Gunther, and god damn that. I don't know how you pass up on that personally.
No, I really have no clue how you just don't do that, man. And they're doing something completely different where it's, well, let's swerve everybody and make the potential baby face a heel. I don't like when that happens a lot, and this is definitely one of those cases where I'm not a fan of them trying to switch it up like that.
Definitely. So we get a tag match with Gable and Sammy versus Imperium, and Gable and Sammy pick up the victory. I believe they hit Giovanni Vinci with a haluva kick into a what is the name of it?
Fucking Chaos Theory?
Chaos Theory. That's what it's called. A haluva kick into a Chaos Theory from Chad Gable. And then afterwards, Gable asked to speak to Sammy in the back. And Gable asked to speak to, or Sammy asked to speak to Gable in the back. Alpha Academy walks away, and then Sammy says, "Hey man, I had that victory on a silver platter, and I gave you the victory. So I think that favor I owe you, we can call it even." And Gable says, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa." And then Sammy says, "No, I'm just kidding, man. I know what you want. You want a shot at this." And he holds up the IC title, and then he tells him, and I'm going to give it to you next week in my hometown of Montreal. I could see Gunther attacking them, and maybe we get a triple threat at France, or in France, which would
I think
be,
that might be,
that would be pretty
There
nice.
exactly. It might be your best way out of this at this point.
Definitely. So then Gable says, says he's excited or whatever, and they shake hands and they walk away. Chelsea Green was in the back bitching about not being on WrestleMania. So Ava, Nick Aldis, and Adam Pearce then told her, "You know what, Chelsea, if you want your moment, we got just the opponent for you. Go out to the ring. You're going to love it. Your moment is finally here." She goes out to the ring, and her opponent ends up being Jade Cargill. Damn.
So now they're the Wolves.
Seriously, bro. This was no more than a jaded, and that was it. So Jade Cargill picked up the victory. Here, and now we are on to the main event, the Fatal 4-Way. Drew McIntyre comes out first, and boy, was he not happy. This man came marching out to the ring, talking about how him and Seth Rollins shared a moment that only that is very true, man. That is very true. Yes, the squash matches with Jade need to, they gotta, dude, if she's not ready to fucking wrestle over 5 minutes, then
That's a big problem.
Yes, that's a huge problem, and you gotta keep her in the fucking performance center until she's ready to wrestle over 5 minutes, man. I mean, come on.
Literally, man. So I thought we were done with, the Jade Cargill squash matches. Obviously it didn't do much for her in AEW. Will not do much for her in this company, man. Either send her out there and show her body work, or keep training her, because there's no way.
So Drew McIntyre comes out there and he says that he gives respect to Seth Rollins, and he says they shared a moment at WrestleMania that um, only two warriors would know about. And did he say bondage Undertaker?
Yes, he said the Bondage Undertaker.
Then he
I
says,
mean, hmm
what were you saying?
I mean, you probably can't call him the bisexual Undertaker on national television, so that's
Oh
probably
yeah,
the next best thing. That would
100%,
have got
100%. Yeah,
shareholders would not have been happy.
yeah. He definitely cannot. I highly doubt WWE would let him go out there and call Damian Priest the bisexual Undertaker. Um, so so he he says, but then you, Damian Priest, you and your bondage Undertaker self had to come out there and ruin it all. You had to come out there and ruin it all. And I would say I would whoop your arse, but you probably would like that.
And I mean, you aren't Matt Riddle, so.
Oh, God. So
Classic.
he then would say, and you, CM Punk, you, I know we're probably not going to see you. You're going to go away into hiding for a long time, and we probably won't see you for a while because you're a coward, but just know I'm coming for you. And you ruined my moment. You coward. You waited and blindsided me, and you blindsided me, and you swooped me off the table, and then you took that stupid metal brace off your arm, and you bashed me in the head with it. And before he can get another word out, Jey Uso came out, and while the whole time Jey Uso was making his entrance, Drew McIntyre is just pacing around the ring because he's so fucking angry. And then we get the main event match of Ricochet, Bronson Reed, Jey Uso, and Drew McIntyre, and this was an amazing match. This was an amazing Fatal 4-Way match, and very, very good promo from Drew. Great aggression, great just, he's the kind of heel that you have sympathy for, but at the same time, he's a prick, so you don't have sympathy for him, but you do at the same time.
Exactly, because everything he's done so far, and the reason he's, such a motherfucker, has a valid reason behind it.
Yeah.
Doesn't excuse him being, a bad person, in the ring. But it has an explanation, and that's why his character's so fucking great, man. Love what they did here. Man, call that man a transitional champion.
Oh my God. He did say you're
fucking
going to be nothing more than a transitional champion.
Man, it's fucking legendary, dude. I love it, and I love what Drew's been doing, man. And this match was really good, man. And I really like how they booked it.
For sure, man. Yes, this match was fantastic. This match was good action. Great action, actually. High flying stuff, dude. Ricochet did a 450 onto the announce table to put Bronson Reed through the announce table. The ending sequence of this match was Jey Uso versus Drew McIntyre, and Drew was about to hit the Claymore. 3, 2, 1, and the man that he said, we probably won't see you for a while because you're going to go away into hiding, showed up. CM Punk was ringside and distracted Drew McIntyre, and Jey Uso, I believe, hit him with a super kick and a Uso splash and won the match. Jey Uso is the #1 contender for Damian Priest's World Heavyweight Championship as Drew McIntyre gets screwed out of another world champ. Well, he gets screwed again for the second night in a row by Chicago Phil, as CM Punk stands on the announce table and does the Jey Uso arm wave. I don't know, man. That triceps looking a little good.
Yeah, man, I was moving the fuck out that tricep doing the Jey Uso arm wave. Um, loved how they booked the ending of that match, dude. Great fucking moment. Fucking CM Punk is such a motherfucking fucking evil ass smile on his face. Gets me every time, dude.
Yeah,
Love what they did here. Love what they're setting up, dude. I love how they're doing this feud. And like I said, by the looks of it, that arm looks good to me, man. So I like the sound of that too.
absolutely. Absolutely, man. So that was everything on this Raw After Mania edition of Monday Night Raw, man. So yeah, that was that. That was that, man. So that was everything for the week of wrestling, and boy oh boy, next week should be a pretty interesting episode, being that we should be talking about All In footage, and good lord. So with that, that is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious Heels podcast. This has been your Raw After WrestleMania, Notorious Unscripted, episode 190. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so very much for what has been a truly amazing weekend. I want to thank you guys for getting us to 350 subscribers on YouTube. You guys are the best, and truly thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for what has been such an amazing weekend. And truly, man, it's been awesome. It's been one to remember, and we only go up from here, bro. So the work is never finished, and let's fucking go, man.
Truly, man. Thank you guys for being here for this weekend, man. 4 days of greatness. And next year's gonna be even more insane. Thank you guys for 350 subscribers. And to many more to come, dude. I can't wait.
Definitely. Definitely, man. So with that, that is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious Heels podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for everybody who came out. Thank you truly to all you guys for making this weekend as amazing as it has been. So truly thank you guys so very much. And with that, it has been always a pleasure for my Johnny Mayhem.
And Sir K.
And that is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious Heels podcast. Thank you guys so very much for everything. Ladies and gentlemen, please like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you guys on Friday with the news.
Peace.
I used to get pills on the bitch. Now I throw shields on the dick to stop me from that HIV shit. And niggas know they soft like a Twinkie fillin', playing the villain, prepare for the strap killing. Biggie Smalls is the illest. Your style is played out like Arnold when that what you talking about, Willis? The thrill is gone, the black Frank White is here to excite. Throw dick to dice. Bitches are like I'm brainless.